Welcome to Social Gravity. My name is Vic, and today I want to go over just a tiny little secret that so many people miss out on when creating social media content, especially on a professional level, especially like agencies and businesses. Like they're all missing this one so simple, so secret ingredient, but it is really separating their content from the professionals. And today I really want to go over that with you and give that to you to help you better your social media campaigns. And if you want to learn more about digital marketing or social media marketing or, generally business and growing your business, then please subscribe to our channel. So easy. Just drop down, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and like this video. Why not? Let's jump right into that secret ingredient to creating professional content aside from amateur content for your business. So right over to the slide deck, the secret ingredient, like I said, to pro level social media content. This is coming from an agency where we do social media content on a professional level. So I really want to give you this one tip and kind of break down why it's so important, but also so overlooked. Don't underestimate the simplicity of, this little element. I know that I keep leading it on, but it's so important to building a brand, especially when you're posting consistently and you're posting on Instagram, you're posting on Facebook and everything like that. And actually YouTube does this by default, which kind of just validates why it's so important. So let's get into exactly what it is. So this here is just a post that we posted on our Instagram. It's a quote card. If you follow us at all, you know that we are really big into quote card content. And we practice what we preach. So this is just a quote card we made, some graphic design. It says, if you are just starting your business, generating your first sale should be your main priority. That's a pretty solid tip. Aligns with what we have to say. We're building a brand of authority in the space of business and marketing and sales. But there's something kind of what's different about this. Now let's focus on this thing at the bottom right here. What is that? That is our logo. That is our crest. And we asserted ourselves onto this content by watermarking the content. And my friends, that is the secret, is actually watermarking your content with your brand image. And it's so important and so overlooked. So let's look at why we are going to watermark our content. First off is obvious, brand awareness. You need to make sure that people know your brand image, and putting your logo in as many places as possible is so important. I actually once heard, and I don't know how much validity this has, but it was really interesting when I heard it, was that a certain percentage of people claim to see the Coca-Cola logo in near-death experiences because it's the logo that they've seen so many times in their life. Now, I heard this back in the early 2000s, but there's some really interesting psychology that goes behind being brand aware, and that comes out there. Let's also focus on the fact that this is free real estate. You are putting content up anyway. You may as well brand it with your image, your logo, your crest, and it's going to create a lot of professionalism for you. So people are going to subconsciously see that and be like, "Wow, that looks legit." It's like when you put kind of like watermarks, not watermarks. Those black bars on movies, it's beyond me what they're called right now. I forget what they're called, but it's like putting those black bars on movies when you film a movie. It just makes it look more professional, and that's what a modern watermark is doing in this situation. It's actually going to kill me for the rest of this video that I can't remember what those black bars are called, but whatever, it's all good. And it's consistency. So if you do it on every single piece of content that you make, that's consistency, and that also shows professionalism. That is also utilizing the real estate. And like I said, YouTube does this by default. So if you hover your mouse in the bottom of the corner of this video, our logo is going to pop up. A well set up YouTube channel is going to be watermarked on every single video by default. And this slideshow that I'm in, you'll notice our logo is everywhere. Like, we really believe in watermarking because it's professional, it's free real estate, it's brand awareness, it's cohesive. And let's really get into a very important reason here. And this is like crucial, especially if you're really trying to grow online. If you're trying to grow your business through social media or use social media as a tool to get more awareness, then you are almost relying on the fact that your content has to have a virality factor. So you assume that it has shareability, you assume that it has relatability, and that people want to share it in a viral mass sense. So if your content, you make this awesome, I don't know, meme, quote card, and it blows up, all these huge pages are posting it, and your logo is not on that content, I mean, you missed a massive opportunity. People are going to be sharing your content, something you came up with, and you're not even going to be able to represent it at this point. So you are really leaving that free real estate, that brand awareness in the dust. If you are trying to make content that goes viral, or is trying to go viral, and then it does go viral, and then what do you really gain from it? You don't gain anything from it. But if your logo or your handle is embedded in the photo, I mean, you win. So, and it looks clean. So how do we watermark exactly? I mean, it pretty straightforward stuff, but I'm just going to go over really simply how to watermark. We want to take the logo that we have. Most logos come in like a PNG format where there's no background, or an AI format from Illustrator where there's also no background. It's a vector logo. This example that I have right here is an actual client that we work with at Social Gravity. So I'm giving you a real example. This isn't something like some ooh, yeah, it's cool to talk about. No, I'm actually delivering you assets that are in use currently, and you can go to their YouTube or their Instagram and actually see this. So this is an S that stands for Suburban. It is a car dealership in Michigan, and their transparent logo has been transformed into this crest. Now, having it be a solid crest is very important because it shouldn't be ever blended in. It should always be like a stamp. It should always be very well contrasted, using a color that when you look at the content, you're like, okay, a lot of the content's black, so let's make it pop with a white. Or, a lot of the content is brighter, so let's make it pop with a black background. Or in this situation, we used a kind of chrome brush aluminum texture and made it kind of look like it was like a luxury car badge, because this is a luxury car dealership. It needs the brand colors, it needs the emblem, and it should be very well contrasted. So we took that into that. And we put it on the photo. You can see it right there, right in the bottom corner. And like I said, these guys have a lot of darker content. So we made it this brush color and put a little shadow, very, very hard to see, but like there's a little bit of a drop shadow behind it because we wanted to really separate and be noticeable. So you can put it in the bottom corner, you put them in the bottom middle, like our example, but it should be consistent. Or, you can toss it around, but you need to do it every single time. This is the whole point of it. So actually installing it, I mean, personally, we use Photoshop. So if you use Photoshop before, I mean, this is pretty simple stuff. You are just going to take your image, and then you're going to put the watermark you create in the bottom corner. Say you want it on all the bottom corners, and just export that as an image with a transparent background and the logo in the bottom corner, because this is going to give us like an overlay that we can just drop this file into all of our images in Photoshop, and it just overlays right on top. It's ready to wear. It's like a jacket. You just put it on the content. So again, we go into Photoshop, we make the template, we put the emblem we've created in the bottom corner, in the middle, wherever we want it, and then we export that with a transparent background in the full scale of the photo. So it just lays right on our photo. Imagine this photo without any of the photo or text or anything, just that with a transparent background. We pop that on. I hope that makes sense. I hope that's clear to you. Or if you can't do that, if you don't have Photoshop skills, which is totally fine, outsource it. Go on Fiverr. Hit up someone who knows a bit of Photoshop. Maybe someone that works for you knows Photoshop, or you have an intern that knows Photoshop. Get them to do that. And put it on all your content, like for real. Put it on every single piece of content that you put out and that you put in your scheduling application, and do it today. Like that's really what it comes down to. Is you should be using this strategy immediately. And this is a strategy that's actually very simple at its core, but it's part of a much bigger strategy. We actually created an ebook, and this ebook is called 3 Simple Steps to Post Social Media Content Every Single Day on Autopilot. And it is totally free. It is 100% free on our website, socialgravity.co/download. And this is our entire content creation system, and how we manage to post every single day for a large pool of clients, completely on autopilot, and then just monitoring everything, focusing on traffic, focusing on getting our call to actions working properly, getting the right content going. And it's all available to you for free.